Yes, welcome back. Say less footy time. Very late in the week, but the grand final isn't until Sunday. So we're going to do a couple of short videos this week. One just a wrap up of last weekend. Lots happened this week from the obviously the semi-finals and NRL and NRLW. The PM13 played a test against the PNG 13 and also the Dally M's last night. And absolutely, as everyone's saying, SJ, was he robbed? Who knows? We'll get into that a little bit later. But first, quickly, the PM's 13. Wow. The PNG team nearly held them to a draw. It was a couple of late tries. They really didn't play really well. I'd say a fair few players hadn't played for almost a month. Um, but the PNG players played really, really well. Just the support, the fans over there. PNG need to be the next team in the NRL. I think playing a game every second week over there would be absolutely fantastic. It's the number one sport in that country. It is a win-win, absolutely. Let's move on to the NRL. Both semis. Obviously, Panthers and Broncos got up. Just absolute, just solid performances. I'd say out of both games, I think the Warriors sort of put up a fight for a little bit longer. Yeah, Melbourne were just so far off the pace. Like they had the blueprint to get the victory. I just think they just ah, they, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but there was something just obviously they were definitely down in troops this year. Losing a lot of players. Their forwards and their back line very depleted, and I just think that their big game players uh, didn't really stand up this year. Um, and obviously, Pappy was a massive loss this season as well. The Warriors, oh, look, what an absolute fairy tale of a season. Coming from 15th to finish, in the top four, like, what an absolutely fantastic season. Just the homecoming, like, SJ should have won the Dally M, but we'll get onto that in a second. Just everyone, Adam Fanua Blake, one of the props of the year. Um, just so many great players. Tohu Harris, probably should have got captain of the year, but Reynolds, it went to Adam Reynolds. Yeah, just an absolutely fantastic. Good to see Webby get coach of the year in the Dally M's as well. So onto the NRLW, the Knights fought out a brilliant game against the Broncos. Just two talented teams going at it, and wow, the Titans just were absolutely written off. I mean, the Roosters team is just stacked with lots of Millie Boyle. Obviously, Jess Surges wasn't playing, but Isabel Kelly, Corbin Baxter, Keely Davis. Like, there's so much talent in that NRLW Roosters side, but there was just so many knocks and injuries. Like Millie Boyle was playing with one shoulder, made 45 tackles, only got beaten by the captain of the Titans, Georgia Hannah. What an absolute performance from her, and I think she'll be absolutely key for the Titans in the grand final. But yeah, just the fullback, just the whole team just played really, really tough. Titans to keep a Roosters team to zero, like that's absolutely huge. The grand final is going to be absolutely fantastic next week. Now onto the Dally M's. As soon as it happened, you were sort of watching SJ sort of whisper to Kalen, and he was asking him if he had if he played the last two rounds and if he played well. Kalen said he played okay, but he got 6 points. But obviously, Kalen did play well. No one else in the Knights were in the top 20, so that's probably why Kalen scored a heap of points. But I'm gonna sort of splice in a little clip from round 27 here, where I questioned if you know should the Warriors rest Shaun Johnson with his contention for the Dally M, and just have a listen here. Shaun Johnson looks like an absolute lock for the Dally M. It doesn't play the last game. Imagine if he loses by 1 point. Like, surely if he plays, it's a guaranteed, you know, guaranteed Dally M. It's a little bit of a worry for me. But hey, he must would rather win a premiership than a Dally M. I guess everyone would. But yeah, if I was in contention, I'd still be playing. Yep. So exactly what I was saying. Maybe they were more concerned about the premiership. I don't think that sort of that calf strain had come into play just yet. I think it was a training injury. So maybe, if SJ played that last game of the season, I mean, Kalen Ponga didn't play the last game of the season either, but it might have secured the Dally M for SJ. But look, Dally M or not, he had an absolutely his best season of all time, and the Warriors are gaining Tavita Harris back and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. They're strengthening their team, and they're going to be coming back bigger, better than ever next year. Now, I don't want to get bogged down and have too long of a video. I'm going to do a preview of the grand finals on my next video. So if you haven't, give us a like, subscribe, follow us on TikTok or Instagram. Say less. Peace out.